Right, everyone, please say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. First of all, let me wish everyone a very happy new year. So, today is the very first day of our 2022 meditation program. So, since today you are going to learn 3 meditation techniques step by step. So, first meditation technique is breathing meditation. You will learn it under 3 steps. So, on January, you will learn the basic. And then after that, so on February and March, you will learn the second step. And on April, you will learn the third. And then after that, you will start learning Vipassana meditation. So inside meditation will start on May, and then it will come under 6 steps. You will learn it until October. And then after that, loving kindness meditation starts as usual on November and December. So you will learn all these 3 meditation techniques throughout the year, step by step. So first of all, today we are going to start with breathing meditation. So breathing meditation, so we understand that breathing meditation, the breath, it is always connected with our emotions. So we know that whenever we are angry, right? Whenever we are angry, our breath, if we really check our breath, we realize that it's hot. And and when we are in tension, we start to breathe heavily. And at the same time, when we are in fear, we feel the breath grows, right? And at the same time, when we are feeling the positive emotions too, so we see the difference. So whenever we feel positive emotions like happiness, we feel the breath as a light thing. It's light. The breath is light. So like that, there are according to our inner emotions, the breath changes. So the breath has a great connection with the way that we think, right? So breathing meditation always helps to reach and tame the inner part, the depth of our mind. So that's what we are focusing by practicing breathing meditation. So actually, the mind is just like a wild boar. It is always running here and there. So the wild bull, the nature of a wild bull is, so it roams freely wherever it likes. Then what happens? So when it roams here, when a person who wants to tame the wild bull, that person goes to the forest and catches the wild bull, brings that wild bull to a certain place, just like to a hole or towards a tree, and then you tie that wild bull to that particular hole or to that particular tree. Then what happens? Then the wild bull still it wants to get free, like earlier. So what happens? then the wild bull it tries hard, but now it cannot run all the way around the forest, all around the forest. Instead, it drives around the limited area that the rope allows. So what happens? The wild bull, it tries hard as much as it can, but finally what happens is, when it understands that it cannot go free, it cannot, when it understands that it cannot leave the boundary of that rope, it tames itself. It let everything go and it calms down. So the mind is just like that. So mind is just like this wild bull. It jumps from one particular set of thoughts to another particular set of thoughts, just like a monkey which jumps from one branch of a tree to another branch. Then what you do is, so you tie this wild bull, the mind, to the tree of meditation, breathing meditation. Then what happens? Then after that, what happens is the mind, it still tries to roam, but whenever you focus on your breath, gradually the mind finally understand. Gradually we bring it back towards our own breath. Then what happens? Then the roaming ability of the mind, we shorten it, we cut it, we trim it. So when we focus on the breath, then it cannot go the very way that it could go, because we keep it tied with the breath. Then gradually the mind, it starts to slow down. So if it was roaming all the time, now at least for some time, once for 5 minutes or once for 10 minutes, it stays with the breath. Then gradually this time span, it starts to become shorter and shorter and shorter. The time that mind stays concentrated, it becomes longer and longer and longer. And then the mind starts to calm down. So then gradually, earlier, you were the slave of your own mind. You do whatever you wanted, just like praise man. So you let the mind roam everywhere. But now, gradually, what happens is, so you still it down, you calm it down. Then, instead of becoming a slave, now you are gradually becoming the master of your own mind. The master of your own mind. So the mind, the human beings, they have the greatest developed brain on the earth. But actually, among the Americans, just inside United States, in 2016, a research found out that at least 13% of the people take antidepressants at least once in life. See? So there are so many people, so many brave minds out there. So, if we don't practice and if we don't tame it, then what will happen is that becomes the greatest enemy of our own life. A tame mind, Buddha says, always is the greatest friend of anyone. And at the same time, a crazy mind, a wild mind, an untamed mind, and a mind which has no mindfulness, right? An unconcentrated mind, a mind that always runs here and there, it becomes the greatest enemy of us. It snatches away. It steals away one of the most important things that we wish to have in our lives. Number one, it takes away happiness. Number two, it takes away peace. Then that's why we need to tame this mind. And that's why we, instead of being a slave, we should become the master of our mind. Because it is the thing, it is the definite thing, which will create our future, or which will demolish our future. So always we need to try our best to tame our mind, calm down our mind, and become the master of our mind. So breathing meditation is the best way for that. So gradually within these 4 months, you are going to learn how to do it, right? So today is the first step. So first of all, I'll teach you how to start the meditation, the basic things. So you can relax any posture. You can choose any posture, just like some of you, if you like, you can, right. That's fine. Right. So you can select any posture, either so you can sit cross-legged, or if you have a back pain, or if you cannot sit for a long time, then you can sit on a chair, a comfortable chair. So then after that, what you need to do is you have to keep your back straight. Because if you don't keep your back straight, then what happens is so whenever you keep the back straight, you bring the attention here towards yourself, right? You bring the attention here towards yourself. So what you need to do is you have to so keep the back straight. First of all, you sit comfortably. Then you keep your back straight. Then you have to keep your neck straight. Then after that, keep your head straight. Then please keep your right palm on your left palm. Please keep your right palm on your left palm. And then please close your eyes. Don't close your eyes very tightly. Not very tightly. Just keep your eyes not very tight. At the same time, don't keep it very loose. Just close it to the level that you can get away, that you can cover the outside scene. So then it helps us to concentrate on the object that we want to concentrate. So in any meditation, that's why we keep our eyes closed. So keep your eyes closed, and very calmly, very quietly, we are going to start the meditation. First of all, what we do is we do a very small chanting to pay respect to the Buddha. So all of you, while you are sitting like this, I will do the chanting. On the next day, you can join with me. So so what we do is, I'm going to think of the teacher, the Buddha, who taught this meditation technique, and we pay our gratitude towards the qualities of the Buddha. So that's what we do with this chanting. So with closed eyes, please concentrate on it. Then after that, you can start practicing. I will give the instructions. According to those instructions, please start practicing the meditation. Okay? Relax. Then keep your back straight, neck straight, head straight. Let your whole body from top to bottom to relax. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Itipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjācarane sampanno sugato lokamido anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manussanam buddho bhagavati swakato bhagavata dhammo sanditiko akaliko ehi pasiko opanaiko paccattang veditammo vindipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Udupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyaya patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samiti patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidang chattari purisa yugani Atte purisa puggala Ese bhagavato savaka sangho Ahuniyo pamuniyo Dakiniyo anjali karaniyo Anuttarang punyakhetang lokasati. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with a very alert, very attentive mind, balanced and very equanimous mind, very alert mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. First of all, please pay your entire attention towards the breath that is coming in and going out. That is coming in and going out. When the breath is coming in, it will come inside your nostrils, and it will, if you patiently watch, if you patiently observe, it will come inside and touch a place which is the corner of your nostrils. It will touch that very place and then it will go inside. Don't go with the breath all the way. Instead, just observe the breath up to the place where the breath goes and touches. That means the end of the nostril. Up to the level where the end of the nostril exists. So when it touches and go inside, don't go with the breath all the way. Just wait patiently until it returns. When it comes back, it will touch the very same place, the end of the nostrils, and it will go out. At that time too, whenever it is going out, when it touches that the end of the nostrils, that place, start observing again. When it is coming in, be aware that the breath is coming in. When the breath is going out, be completely aware that the breath is going out. If the breath is gross, be aware that it is gross. Don't go to change. Let it be so. Let it be normal. Let it be natural. Let it be as it is. Your job is not to change the breath. Your job is just to observe the breath as it is. If it is gross, let it be gross. If it is soft, let it be soft. So don't favor any of those breaths. So if it is gross breath, just accept. If it is soft breath, don't desire, don't crave to for it to last for a long time. So if you start to crave, then it will change again to gross breath. So let it be so, and according to the nature of your breath, just observe and accept. Now I am experiencing a gross breath. If it is soft breath, be aware that it is a soft breath. Just be aware as it is. When the breath is coming in, you are aware. When it is going out, you are aware. If it is gross, you are aware. If it is soft, you are aware. So keep on observing the breath like that. And at the same time, analyze whether the breath is long or breath is short. So if the breath is, when the breath is coming in, you are aware. When it is going out, you are aware. And if it is gross, you are aware. If it is soft, you are aware. And at the same time, if it is long, you are aware that it is long. And if it is short, you are aware that it is short. So according to the present condition of the breath, just keep on observing. Keep on observing as they really are. Just be with the present moment, this very moment. Just interact with this very breath. You can't experience this very breath twice. So keep on observing the breath as it is. Keep on observing the breath as it is. And now, everyone, please, with a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, please start the meditation. May your meditation be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Everyone, please start the meditation now. For 25 minutes, we will practice breathing meditation silently. And then I will give short notifications once within those 25 minutes. And then after that, we are going to practice short loving kindness meditation. Everyone, please start. Please start. Start again. Start again. Now, if you want, you can relax your posture if it is painful, and if you feel like the legs are not comfortable, because we are going to practice a short loving kindness meditation practice. So you can remain the same. If not, you can relax your posture. Still keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. First of all, let's share our love and kindness towards yourself. First of all, towards yourself. Please spread loving kindness thinking. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. Spread loving kindness towards yourself first. Now, then spread loving kindness towards your parents, relatives, and friends. Parents, your dear mom and dad, and relatives and friends. May my parents, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May my relatives and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. Just like me, then please spread loving kindness towards the people who are in the middle, who are neither your friends or relatives, at the same time who are not your enemies. Just like me, the people who are in the center, who are in the middle, may they also be well, happy, and peaceful. May all the people in the center be well, be happy, be peaceful. Now please spread loving kindness towards your enemies. before you spread loving kindness, please forgive them for the mistakes that they have done. No use of clinging to the past and keep that past burdens on your head. So it demolishes your mind. It affects your peace of mind. So let it go. Please forgive for the past mistakes and at the same time, so ask forgiveness. Be remorseful for the mistakes that you did to hurt them. May all the enemies of mine also be well, happy, and peaceful. May my enemies also be well, happy, and peaceful. Now please focus, spread your loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. Whatever the differences they do have, don't think about those. All the beings in the world, they always love to get compassion. They always rejoice in loving kindness. All beings like to get cared. So towards all the beings in the world, let's spread loving kindness. May all beings in this world be well, be happy, be peaceful. May all the beings in this world be well, be happy, be peaceful. Now everyone, please slowly open your eyes. Open your eyes very peacefully. And relax. Please join your palms together and please say 3 times, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. So if you like to relax your legs, that's fine now. So, dear Dhamma friends, first of all, let me appreciate everyone's participation. That is very, very important. I personally believe that if all the beings meditated, this world would have been a peaceful world. But that is not the case. Most of the people, they have they don't know any way to practice concentration, to calm down the mind, to become the master of to gain the mastery of their mind. So they become slaves of their emotions, and finally what happens is sometimes they do mistakes. Sometimes they do mistakes that cannot be forgiven. So we can forgive mentally, but the disaster that they do, the damage that they inflict, sometimes it's a very huge one, very huge one. So it is very important to become the master of your own mind, the master of your own mind. So I'm glad that you started the process. But there are three kinds of courages that we need to develop. First courage is, you already did, the courage to start. You started. You had the courage to start. Second courage is the courage to continue. The courage to continue. That is the second most difficult one. So sometimes we start things. So we continue for a few days, and then what happens? We collapse. We need to develop the courage. Just as we had the courage to start, we need to develop the courage to continue. That's the second. Then we need to develop the courage. The third one, the most difficult one, the courage that prolongs, that stays until we reach the final goal. So that is the most difficult one. So we need to develop all these three courages. Let me appreciate the starting point, your beginning, but please keep on practicing developing the second courage, and later on the third courage. Third courage, actually the Buddha is the first one who had that courage. And then the arahants. We also have the capability, but we have to be gradual, and we have to be patient, and we have to work hard for it, right? So let's work hard for that. So today we are going to learn why meditation. We are going to learn why we should practice meditation. So I told you that so we need to become the master of our own mind, and if we don't tame it, what will happen is it can become the biggest enemy of our life, right? So we live, and to sustain our life, we eat food. So when we eat food, it can feed, it can provide nutrition for our body, right? At the same time, so for the mind too, it needs food. For the body, we need the material food. We eat rice, we eat curries, and we eat various kinds of salads, and then after that various kinds of desserts to maintain the body, right? Entertain the body. And at the same time, we need food for our mind. What are the food for our mind? The first food is stillness, calmness. That is the first important food for our mind. Then second most important food for our mind is love. So if somebody somebody doesn't get love, then what happens is that person has to stay with disappointment, depression. That means that person feels alone. So in this whole world, even though someone can talk or not, they want to get love. So if you have a pet at your home, right? So whenever you reach home after work, that pet, it cannot talk, right? But it runs towards you because it feels your love. So we need another food, love. And at the same time, we need another food, that is compassion. The other people's caring. So giving you the space. So we think, we wish that the other people also give me space, right? So that compassion is a food for us. So we need that food too. And at the same time, these are the general foods that we need. And beyond that, there's another food that we need, which is not easy. It is the food of wisdom. It's not easy. It is not easy to feel, but it is something that you need to feel with strong practice. So just like this, so you understand that just like these physical food that we need to survive, that we get to survive, we need mental food too. So for mental food, we need stillness, love, compassion, kindness, and wisdom. So we need to give these foods for the mind. If not, we won't have a full healthy life. To have a full healthy life, to live a good healthy life, a happy life, a comfortable life, we need to feed these food for us. For that, so from outside things, from the outside people, with the help of outside people, we can get some of these, right? If the other people doesn't make much trouble, you have somewhat stillness, right? Then so if the co-workers or the people at your home doesn't make you angry, right? Then if they actually love you, then you have some love. But to get these things in abundance, you can't use those ways. To get those things in abundance, you need meditation. You need meditation. So that is the first reason. That is the first reason why we need meditation. So just like the material food, this is the food for the mind, right? Then people talk about the change. Some people give few big talks, right? There are TED talks, and so some people come and organize counseling sessions, right? And there are huge conferences to motivate us to change. But the reality is, yes, at that time you think, yes, I will do this, I will do that. But change doesn't happen like that. It's sometimes for some people, it may work somewhat, but for a full change, it cannot change that much. So to change, we need to develop the inner courage to change ourselves. For that, to develop that courage, to develop that determination, we need meditation. The more you still your mind, the more you calm down your mind, you gain that strength to change yourself. So to develop that courage inside, we need meditation. And then after that, So we see the things and we cling to things, right? So we see the things and we cling to things. This is mine, this is I, this is my soul. Like that, we cling to things. And when things change, what happens is we become sad. We become very sorrowful. Then, um, then what happens? We cry, we lament, we go into depression, we become stressful, we become hopeless. All these things happen. So, to understand this nature, meditation helps. Not the breathing meditation. It helps somewhat to stand up with that nature. But inside meditation, that the most important one, the most helpful one is inside meditation that we do from May to October. So it helps us. It helps us to understand this nature as it is. This changing phenomenon, Vipassana meditation. And at the same time, because of this misunderstanding, since we don't understand that all the things are impermanent, so we have developed this craving, and at the same time, when things don't happen according to our wishes, we develop aversion, right? Aversion means not only one thing. It means anger, it means fear, it means disgusting feeling, it means disappointment. All these feelings are phases of aversion. We develop aversion. And we develop ignorance. And we develop some kind of various negativities. Vipassana meditation helps us to purify our mind from all those negativities. And then it helps us to create the ground to plant positivities in. Just like, so this is just like a farmer. So it is just like a farmer which creates the field for crops. So Vipassana meditation helps us to come out of all those negativities, and it helps us to create the ground to cultivate positivities, right? Then after that, so when you start practicing loving kindness meditation, you start to develop four sublime states. Number one, you start to develop loving kindness, then compassion, sympathetic joy. Sympathetic joy means when other people become successful and happy, you gain the ability to become happy about those people. That is sympathetic joy. And it helps you to develop equanimity, the balance of mind. So for that, to develop these qualities too, you need meditation. And at the same time, so the final goal of all these negativities, and by developing all kinds of positivities, we try to achieve the ultimate peace and ultimate happiness, nibbanic peace. To achieve that too, we need meditation. So breathing meditation, first of all, this whole process is just like cleaning an abandoned pond. An abandoned pond for a long time. So if let's assume that there is an abandoned pond inside the forest. What you do is, so you go and you find out this pond. So, and first of all, what you do is you take the basic trash out. That means on the top of that pond, you can find rotten leaves. sometimes maybe dead insects and such kind of things. First of all, you clean that. When you clean the top level, what happens is you feel like right. You feel like, oh, the pond is now good. If you put more chlorine too, now you can see somewhat the water is clear. So you think the pond is clear now. Pond is pure now. Pond is good now. Actually, still the pond is not good. Then what you do is you bring a mortar, you take the whole water out, you take the mud out, which was laying inside for a long time, and you clear the water roots, and then what happens is pure water comes and fills the whole pond. Now, so the first level is just like practicing breathing meditation. So just like you you take the upper trash out, surface trash out, and put chlorine. You keep the mind calm. That doesn't mean our negativities go away. They get suppressed. Then by Vipassana meditation, what you do is you take all those negativities out, just like you clear the whole pond and take out the mud, right? And then just like you clear the water roots, you practice loving kindness meditation, so that you will develop four sublime states inside: loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equality. So that in this way, become enlightened. Sometimes still you will have a nice life. And after this life too, so you will have nice lives. So at the same time, if you practice properly, if you have the paramis too, definitely in this life too, someone can attain the same state, same nibbanic peace. But even though not, it will at least help you to have a wonderful life here. So to achieve that, you need meditation. That's why we need to practice meditation. In the next week, I'll talk to you about some scientific facts about practicing meditation, which will encourage you to practice it more. And so all those benefits were found out by scientific experiments. Let me take those things in the next week. So until then, once again, let me appreciate your participation. I really appreciate in-person meditators and same time online meditators who joined today. So I wish that by the power of all the positive energy that we accumulated here by practicing this noble non-sectarian meditation technique, first of all, I wish that may all of you be able to stay safe and healthy. May all your troubles be away. May all the good things happen in your lives. And practicing this noble non-sectarian Dhamma path, finally may all of you attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. With those thoughts, everyone, please join your palms together, and please, I'm going to give you a very small blessing. Please concentrate. Abhivadana Selis Nichang Vada Pachai Chattaro Dhamma Vadanti Ayuvanno Sukhang Balang Ayurarogya Sampatti Sagga Sampatti Mevache Ato Nibbana Sampatti Iminate Samijjatu. May all of you be well. May all of you be happy. May all of you be very, very peaceful. 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 May all of you be happy, Sukhi Hotu, and good night to everyone. Online meditators who joined today, please wait for a moment. The old students, if you have a question, you can stay. If not, you can leave. Good night to everyone. Good night to everyone. How is the first experience?
Oh, it was very good, but very difficult at the same time because I thought, even though it's maybe 15-20 minutes, I usually do guided meditation, but I realized it's really difficult to kind of close your eyes. But yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes. So gradual practice. So you should practice gradually, ardently, and persistently, step by step, understanding the technique properly. Definitely, you'll reach there. There are so many improvements that I see in you, and there will be more improvements. But our own dedication is the most important. Okay, go on.
And I was trying to I realized that my mind is wandering. I was trying to be aware that it's wandering and try to calm it down.
Yeah, so just like that book. So you run, but what you need to do is you have to bring it back. You have to bring it back. Yeah, then it'll be fine.
It's hard to contain the wild bull.
Oh, right. I understand.
But it's hard, but it's good.
Yes, please. So then what happens is the amygdala. So whenever you keep the mind calm, right? The amygdala, that chemical inside your mind, it increases. So then you will feel like you are more relaxed when you're in the meditation practice. So, but we need to keep on practicing more and more, right? Saheli, can I ask you too? Did you practice meditation? Is it good? Oh, I know both of you do. Vinuli, how is it? Ah, right. So I forgot, Mrs. Bonham, how is it? Yes, very nice. But you need, what you need to do is you have to tame the wild boar. Work hard. Okay? Miss Sahana?
It was good. It was, I think, as he was mentioning, I was more focused on the method.
Oh, right. Very nice. So gradually, please try to understand the technique and then practice hard. Mrs. Grace?
Yeah, I'm doing good. But today I have the gum swollen and the teeth. So sometimes it's painful, and then but sometimes when I try to concentrate on the breath, on my breath, it's like maybe I ignore the pain. So it's still on and off with pain and without pain.
Right. Yes. But you have improved a lot too. I really appreciate your consistency and practice.
Yes.
Work hard.
Yes.
Please work hard. And then, Jaime?
Hi, Bante.
Right.
Happy New Year.
Hi, Jaime. Happy New Year. How is your practice?
It is consistent.
Could you concentrate?
Yes, it's consistent, Bante. I do it twice a day. And my favorite part is
Yes.
the loving kindness.
Oh, right. Very nice. So you can practice that one too. So during daily practice, at the same time, breathing meditation, if you master the breathing meditation, it will help you to do it more successfully. So, right. Somehow, could you concentrate well?
I